Hey, if you're watching this, I just want to say I'm really encouraged thus far by the responses to the channel. So thank you to everybody who see the first two videos. If you haven't, go out and check the first two out. I would appreciate it. You know, I'm really not in this for the likes of the subscribes or anything like that. I'm really just fired up about making videos. I just want people to see them and think about them. And I had somebody, a couple of weeks back hit me up on Twitter and say, hey, I'm just getting into Top Shot. What do you think? What's your advice? You seem to be kind of a top collector, like someone with experience. What do you think I should do? And there are probably a lot of questions from people who are just getting into the thing. And I'm just like, yeah, absolutely. I would love to engage with you on this because I'm so freaking into it. So it's great. I just want to do more of that. That's really what it's about. I'm not trying to make a living off of this. I'm just enjoying it. So let's just keep doing that. In that spirit, it's like 1:30 in the morning East Coast. I just want to talk about why this is a tough one. This is a tough, you could call it critical, I guess, but why I'm not into base set S3s anymore. Why I'm not going to go for those. Reason being, it's not that there's a low chance of getting a rookie. It's not that I don't mind the odds. Once upon a time back in S2, you were pretty much guaranteed something of value. You would pay 9 and you would usually get, 12 times 95%. You'd get like 1160 or something like that on a 9 at worst. All your moments would be worth $4 once upon a time. Even before that, I remember Derrick Rose 40,000s were going for $8. There was a jump, and then there was a sort of normalization, which is going to happen from time to time. Not just now, not just before gift back, but going forward, there are going to be highs and lows. There are going to be corrections, and what we all hope for, is the Dapper will sort of, and the Top Shot team in particular, will try to sort of flatten all those curves out so that they don't have to resort to giving us gift back in order to fix the market. Like, we can't have bear markets just sort of naturally happen. There needs to be a sort of evolved time cycle where moments continue to get more valuable. We can't be talking about $40 to $50 MGLEs. With those mints, that shouldn't be right. There needs to be some sort of, I would say this to Dumbo, I would say this to Jacob, I would say this to Roham. There needs to be some sort of natural progression of the market. I would say this to the economist foremost of all, because it's his job really to figure this stuff out. Like, we need to have sort of a normalcy to the market. We need regulations. We need like our FDR sort of thing, so you don't constantly have to keep pouring money in and pouring money in and pouring money in, so that prices will stay level. But in that spirit, S3s aren't rewarding yet, just to me. It's nothing wrong with the season. The season's fine, although it's about to be ravaged by COVID, which means we're going to have less moments from our favorite players. We're going to have some moments maybe for some guys we never even heard of before. Wouldn't that be interesting to get a Kessler Edwards 60K? It's like, who? It's a Top Shot debut. I guess in that sense it would have to be a 12K, but it's like, yeah, like, where do we go from here? And it's like, there are some cool moments. I feel like immediately going to 9999 as a mint for a Dillon Brooks or a John Morant is maybe just a little tad unfair. I just don't know if you take anyone with the most value. It seems like there are 3 basic tiers. There's 60,000, there's the 12K Top Shot debut, and there's the 10K/9999. And then, of course, there's the rookies on top of that, which are 4K so far, and the rookies, we just don't know who they are yet. They're very hard to attain, and the 60Ks are way too attainable, and the middle, I just wish there was a stronger middle. I wish I could get excited about a Paul George 15K, or a John Morant 6K, or a 1500. I wish there was a variety of mints. I just keep getting into, like, Frank Kaminsky 12K, or goes for $4, and prices just tend to normalize along those lines of, like, is it a 12K, therefore it's $4? Is it a 10K, therefore it's $10? Like the Tatums and the Morants, and the tend to go for $10, and the Dillon Brooks at 9999 will go for $4 or something. And I mean, Series 2 was kind of cool in the sense it was like, you know, Jonas Valanciunas would have a 12K, and Dylan Brooks would have a 12K, and John Morant would have a 75 and a 15,000 and a 40,000, I like that variety. I just want to get back to the point where we have that sort of consistency across the board, where you're not just investing in the moment for the mint, or you're not just investing in the moment for the challenge. Like, you're investing in the moment, like, some of the Kawhi 7,500s from Series 2 or the Kawhi 15,000s from Series 2 have suffered a bit, fallen off. But I like those moments. Like, I understand the concern about minting too many moments, having 2 per base set. I understand we haven't gotten through all of the commons yet. I get that. It's just, it would be great to have some of both. Like, we have Fresh Threads. Fresh Threads was a nice twist. I like that with Westbrook, with Lonzo, with Kuzma and Harold. Those were some cool moments. And at 11,000, they have some value. And it's a nice, cheap set that you can pretty reasonably, easily afford. So, like, yeah, Fresh Threads was cool. I would love to have, like, more sets like that, more moments like that, where it's like, oh, this is a variety set. These guys are in different situations. It's not just about the mint count. You know what I'm saying? Like, something really unique that it's just like, it's you, the moment, and you can just focus on that moment, and you like it, great. If you don't like it, you don't have to own anything of the set, but, like, it's exciting to see Lonzo in a Bulls jersey. It's exciting to see Caruso or all the new Wizards who really got off to a hot start, or Chris Paul in a Suns jersey, or Landry, or whoever whoever it may be. You want to see that difference, because we're gonna get used to these guys in these jerseys, and it would just be interesting to see not just the Scotty Barneses and everything at 60K. It's like, I don't want to. Like, I'm interested in Thanasis Antetokounmpo, but I'm interested in him at 12K. Like, you had Dylan Brooks at 12K. Like, you had, Nicholas Claxton at 12K, or Jeff Green at 12K. It makes me pay attention to those guys more, you know what I'm saying? So, I would like to see more of that, and until I do, I gotta keep an eye out for the future value, There may be moments in the future that I really want to save up for, and as such, I can't keep throwing $90 at the wall for 10 packs. Does it mean I'll never come back to Series 3 base? No, I could come back. But for the moment, I think I'm going to abstain. Just see how it goes, Just observe, just sort of watch and be sort of observing, just mindful, And I want to see, I don't want to see people bailing on base sets. And this may turn out to be a mistake. I may think, I very well could see myself thinking in the future, oh yeah, like, I need more moments, I need more trade tickets. Like, this was a mistake. I should have, bodied up my sort of, bulked. What's the phrase? I should have. What's the when you're like studying up on something? I don't know. It's too late. It's 1:30 in the morning. I may not be totally sharp at this hour, but just if I had gotten into my base set packs, I may at one point regret not doing that, because I'll have, some of you have all these trade tickets at like 300 again if there's another Series 1 reserve. So, I don't know, like, I'm waiting for something that isn't just 60K, 12K, 10K, 4K. It's like, I still had some variety. You really could collect what you love. And the format, I do feel like the structure has to be collect what you love. It can't just be on us to collect what we love. The structure has to say, okay, you can collect what you love. There's variety here, which means not everybody has to get a 60K. Maybe Giannis doesn't need one. Maybe Luka doesn't need one. Maybe the complaint is more that Luka shouldn't have a 60K. He should have a 15K. And he shouldn't have a 60K right next to Rashawn Holmes. Makes Luka not as valuable. I get the part about everybody wanting to have at least one moment from their star player, but it's like, if you can't parlay that into anything and it makes you sour on the moment, then what good is that really? It's an entry-level thing for certain people, but those entry-level people, they should have to work up to it. Like, they're like getting rid of bosses, like it's Pokemon Red and Blue, right? They have to go through the rock gym, and they have to go through the, they have to go through the different gyms to get to, what's it, the Final Four? Do you remember, like, the end of the classic Pokemon? Like, you have to go through, like, the rock maze or whatever. I don't remember. But you have to, like, beat the levels to get the really awesome Pokemon, like the Mew or the Mewtwo or something like that. Like, working your way up to a Luca, that would be really interesting. But having one, I do think having a 60k Luca cheapens Luca. And we don't want to see that, you know? We don't want to see that, you know? We want each moment to be special if we're going to collect what we love. And we want to, of course. That's what we're all doing here. But I would love a little differentiation, you know? I just feel like we're getting sort of, I don't want to say taken advantage of, but we're getting a little cheated, just a little bit with these $9 base set packs. And I can't justify it for now. I'm not going to tell you what to do. I can't tell you what to do. You're going to do what you want to do. I respect it. Do what you're going to do. It's just, for me personally, I'm backing off of the base sets S3s. I don't even suspect. I know I'm not alone. You know what I mean? And do what you want with that information. You know, I'm just like, you know, I'm excited to see how things go from here. You know, and I don't want anybody to be mad at that conclusion. I don't want anyone to say, you go. It's just my thinking. It's just my preference. Collect what you love. Buy what you love. Pack what you love. Do what you got to do, you know? And until that time comes when, you know, things change, I'll be here, you know? I'll be here waiting for the new common moments to come out, whatever they are, you know? Are we going to save them just for Fresh Threads and the new Hustle and Show and whatever comes of that? I guess we'll see, you know? I guess we'll see. I don't know. But, you know, to be continued. I'm guessing there's going to be another S3 base drop next week, or maybe even Friday of this week or something like that. But whatever the case may be, yeah. Well, I'll keep an eye on it, certainly. Just for the moment, that's sort of my thinking. Let me know if that helps you. If it does, great. Or don't even let me know if it helps you. Just do what you're going to do. And it's just my thinking. I just wanted to share it with you guys because I'm doing this project. And for however long this lasts, I feel like this is a thought that we all probably need to reflect on at some point in time. Just where are we going to use our money? Where is those value propositions going to come from? You know, how are we going to move forward from this point in Series 3? So, wishing you all the best. Wishing you all happy holidays. And as always, keep grinding, keep sharking, knowing that you can always count on me to be there, be rocking the basketball threads. Fresh or not so fresh. Sometimes they're not so fresh. I have to do laundry every once in a while. It is what it is. Until next time, I'll be around.